or a microphone isn't working, just double check that, and you can ask away whenever you're ready. So, guys, the purpose of this live stream is really to show you guys around Xtrades, everything we have to offer, and how to navigate it best. Whenever you have a specific question on any specific stock or ticker, uh, there are some recommendations that I recommend as far as searching a specific stock, who to follow on the app, how to use the app properly. We'll pretty much go over everything, and then we'll pretty much go from there, and I'll navigate those as we go along. My watch list, Alex, is basically what's up here on my trading view right now. Will So every single day, JTW, one of our top analysts, he posts a SPY plan giving us levels to the upside, to the downside, and pretty much we mark those levels on a chart, and then we go over them, and hopefully we find an opportunity. We take some trades live. So if you stick around for when market opens, we'll try to look for some opportunities. Oh my God, Baba. Oof, man, what a move. Oh my God. I wish I was still in Baba. I had October 140 calls that I sold for like 80%. I didn't hold any runners. I thought the strength was crazy. And then, of course, we gapped up again and again. Oh my God, Baba. What a monster. Baba's basically becoming like the NVIDIA of China. They're coming out with chips of their own. They're not relying on the US. And this is a huge volume move yesterday that saw us go from 150 to 155. A lot of sellers have pretty much gotten taken out badly. I mean, China, I've been preaching Baba longs for a bit. Kevin Momentum, our founder and CEO, he has been preaching as well. He pretty much called the bottom on Baba around 80 right here. He basically said, you guys need to get in Baba long term. There's no way this is not going to end up going higher from that point. And I mean, sure enough, he pretty much called the bottom to a T earlier this year. Is 80 the bottom, exact bottom? Pretty close. Yeah, right around when it was in this kind of consolidation period right here. He said take Baba longs long term, and I can't wait till he shows his screenshot. He probably would show that today, showing his gains. He had hundreds of shares of this, and yeah, I'm sure he has held up until this period. So I have a lot of watch lists. Watch list for today is pretty much what's up here, but I do have, trading on TradingView. I have tons of watch lists. I mean, pretty much anything you could think of, all kinds of watch lists. But we'll see as the market time gets closer. We'll start to navigate some specific stocks. But Tesla, I'm actually very sad about Tesla, man. I had jury duty on Wednesday. So I basically had a October 17th 370 calls for Tesla. And when it pulled back one time, I said, you know what, let me just play it safe here. I'm gonna take a stop loss if it comes back to my break-even price. And I think I got stopped out somewhere over here on Wednesday. Like pretty much it was like, yeah, somewhere around this area. And then we went down. I was kind of happy with it. But then when the market opened, I never got back in it. And then we saw this massive move that I was expecting on Wednesday. It happened one day later. So I lost out on maybe, I don't know, 40% on this trade. But it's all good. It happens. Again, guys, so the goal of this live stream, if you guys have any questions about the server, specifically any of the alert channels, we'll go over all that stuff right now. So yeah, Alex, just to kind of give you that background, we, watch this changes as we go along. You'll see every single day we do have a watch list channel in the options tier over here, and then we also have a watch list channel for stock trading as well. And you'll see those pretty much every day. We have our own Xtrades scanner that posts basically options that are hot right now. So based on volume, based on the amount of trades, based on the price action, you'll see which ones should be more likely on your watch list based on the price movement, right? Any of these are top 20 names. And we also have for the stock side, if you go to watch this channel, right? Same thing, actually. We have pre-market watch list for stock traders. So based on volume, market cap, the amount of trades for today so far, and also let me see. This updates every 30 minutes in the stock side because, as you know, some stocks, they move really fast based on some news that might have came out, something along those lines. I'm very interested in BBAI again. Actually, that will be definitely on my watch list today. Let me see. I was waiting for it to break back above 5. And this is looking pretty good. Consolidated for a while. This has been one of my favorite names to trade. Honestly, we got so many breakouts on this name. It's crazy. And then you just kind of wait for a dip buy opportunity, and it's consolidating for... Been consolidating. Look at this. Right, so we finally broke back above this trend line here. So this is definitely worth a watch list. So again, this is why I recommend use the resources that are in front of you guys, right? We try to mention this as much as possible. For you guys that are on trial ended status, like you, Alex, right? Trial ended status. If you guys have not had a free trial in a long time, I'm talking about in over a year, please comment like a 1 or put some 1s in the chat. If you guys haven't had a free trial in a long time, I'll catch up to you and I will renew your free trial and actually guide you through it. Okay, the goal is to guide you through the free trial, not have you guess around, not have you feel overwhelmed, because the market can be very overwhelming, guys, right? If you guys have been in the market long enough, you already know it's pretty overwhelming if you don't have any guidance. Like, you don't know what stocks to trade. How do I get in this? How do I get out of this trade? I'm down 40%. What do I do now? I'm down 20%. What do I do now? Should I cut the trade? Should I hold? Should I buy more? Should I add? There's a lot of questions that come up as you start to begin to have some experience with the market. And if you're brand new to the market, oh, John, you can't hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Just making sure. Mic check, mic check. Alex, yeah, there is a free trial. I'll renew it for you, no worries. But you guys can hear me? Just making sure, because John says he can't hear me. I'm just making sure. How about? Mic check, mic check. Just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Alex, you can still hear me, right? Anybody? Mic check. Top right corner, hit show chat, guys. Mic check, mic check. Somebody give me a confirmation, guys. Help me out. Can you guys hear me? Mic check, mic check. All right, cool. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate you, brother. I'm just waiting for somebody to say something. Cool. All right. Yeah, John might need to hop out and get back in. Should be good. All right, cool. So yeah, if you haven't had a free trial in a long time, I'll renew it for you. No worries. The goal is to guide you through it. If you are a former member, I cannot renew your free trial. but you are eligible for a discount to return to membership. So just DM me, friend request me, and I'll be happy to shoot you the offer. It's 15% off the monthly membership, and that comes to basically, I'll show you guys the plans real quick. Xtrades.net/plans. And just for you guys joining the live stream as well, you do have an incentive. You guys have an incentive to subscribe to membership today. Just for joining the live stream, we do give out discounts as well. So if you're interested in those, just DM me, friend request me, and I'll be happy to offer those to you. We'll go over the plans real quick. All right, so for returning members, this is everybody. Standard membership is $38 a month, $388 for the year. So you do save long term if you go with the yearly amount. However, again, for joining the live stream, you guys get 15% off the yearly membership. Former members get a higher discount as well. If you are interested in returning, just let me know. Oh man. All right, let me disconnect and get back in. Hold on 1 second. All right, how about now? Can you guys hear me? Mic check, mic check. Miami Heat, I got you. Can you guys hear me now? All right, cool. Nice. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the stage channel, man. Sometimes it like breaks up, but yeah. So all you guys, just for joining live stream, you are eligible for a discount on membership. Whether it's any of these plans, you guys can feel free to just DM me, friend request me, and I'll hit you guys with the discount. Now, all right. So we'll talk about the alert channels here. Can't hear it. It doesn't even show you speaking. Oh man. All right, you know what, guys? I think I'm gonna have to switch this to the other stream channel because I cannot have this happen. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna switch over. I'm gonna switch over, guys, to this channel. Switch over to this one. Switch over to this one. Yeah, switch over to the morning live stream channel. I'm going to end this stream, guys. I'm going to go on live on the other one, all right? In a second. Switching over. All right, cool. John, can you hear me now? You guys can hit the show chat window, top right corner. Let's go. All right. All right, cool. Good. Nice. Let me end the other one. 1 sec. Let me just send one announcement here, guys. Yeah, it could be Discord stage issues. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I apologies for the delays there. But no worries. We got 20 minutes left till market open. We'll go over all the Discord channels. Again, the live stream. The goal of this live stream is really just to go over all of Xtrade's key features. If you've been missing out on specific features, and if you have any questions, we can go over everything. Hopefully, you guys that are members have had a good experience. If you haven't, let us know, right? Speak up, guys. Speak up, and we will try to, talk about it. The goal, again, is for you guys not to be overwhelmed by everything that we have here, because we do have a lot of things going on. Switched over stream. Let's stage. I got you, Alex. I'm going to renew it right now, actually, as we speak. So, again, if you haven't had a free trial in a long time, just say the word, guys. Just say the word. Put a 1 in the chat. I'll renew your free trial right now, and I'll guide you through it, okay? Just friend request me, DM me, and we will walk you through everything that we have to offer. Again, the goal is so that you guys are not totally overwhelmed by everything that we have to offer. Alex, you should see some channels open up. Your trial has just been renewed. John, good question. So I see you already joined the membership. So I'm brand new to trading, starting with a small amount of cash. What should I do to learn from Xtrades? All right, perfect. Great question. So I see you already jumped the gun and took the lifetime membership, man. What made you jump the gun here? Anything specific you heard about, or what made you kind of jump the gun to lifetime membership? Just curious. And we have, guys, at this point, we have over 2,000 lifetime members, which is awesome. So you'll see, constant activity. Like, Xtrades is not going anywhere. That's one thing I can guarantee for sure. Like, no matter who leaves, as far as like, top traders here, basically the idea behind Xtrades is long-term consistency over time. So there's a lot of little tiny things that can help your trading experience. The goal for Xtrades is long-term consistency over time, and use the resources in front of you to help your experience trading. Okay, and that can look a little bit different for every single trader, because everyone has different little preferences as far as their own trading goes, right? We switched over. Hold on one second. Let me send this one. Switched over. Hop in. No worries, Alex. This is actually being recorded, man. No worries. Just in case. This is being recorded. I just wanted to put an investment to force me to start trading. That's a good idea. Look, I mean, the goal in the stock market, the idea is that the stock market can make you money, right? It can also make you lose money, but the idea is that you have a community to back you, to help you learn, to help you understand what is a risky trade versus something that's a lot safer. What's up, Brandon? Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Gardul? Thanks for joining. Jigsaw, Joker, John, Araman. What's up? What's up, Dallas? Thanks for joining. Hayukin. Is that what that's supposed to say? Hayukin. Sorry if that's a name and I botched it. It felt right to say Hayukin. What's up, Joker? Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Again, that you guys that are brand new, welcome to Xtrades. Welcome to Xtrades. Again, we'll look for some trade opportunities as well in the process. So what we do every Friday, we start to look for some opportunities when the market opens, and we'll kind of navigate how to approach these trades. One of the first things we do is mark the SPY plan, which I'll show you what that looks like really quickly. It's in the Elite Xtrades chat, which some of you may not see access to. Joker, I got you. Where are the alerts? No problem. That's one of the common questions. I got you. Yes, John. I'll first of all, let me shoot me a friend request. Oh, I got your friend request. I got it. All right. Yeah. We'll talk after this for more specific stuff. But if you guys are not familiar already, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube, guys. We subscribe to the YouTube. On YouTube, we have tons of video lessons and things, video lessons, guides. We have tons of things on here on the Xtrades YouTube. Highly recommend. Just subscribe, guys. Go to the YouTube and subscribe. Right now, we're live streaming on YouTube as well. So this is simultaneously streaming on YouTube. And yes, sir, Alex, there's a YouTube channel. Yeah, we post videos weekly. And again, these videos that we post, they're from our traders. Like, it's not from outside sources. It's not from a bunch of like podcasts or stuff like that. Like, these are actually traders that are in our server that are posting these video lessons. And some of them are really informative, but again, it could be down. You could go down a crapshoot to like, like you might get overwhelmed by the amount of video lessons that are on here. So something specific that you want to learn, just DM me and I will share the exact resource of what you should be watching. If you're brand new to trading, I do have some initial, resources where you can kind of watch those videos initially and start there. Basically, I will have you with a plan, with a full plan as to what you should be watching first before you dive into trade. So my biggest recommendation I can give, is get yourself familiar with Xtrades, the server, and the app, right? Before you start following a bunch of trades, okay? One of the biggest, most common mistakes that we see, guys, is traders hop into the server and they immediately start just following blindly a bunch of trades. And what it does is it leads to losses right away. And then they start asking themselves, damn, I followed this trade and I followed this trade and I lost here and I lost here. But losing, as harsh as it's going to sound, right? Losing is a part of trading, guys. The faster you get familiar with the fact that losing is a part of trading, the better off you'll be in the long term, right? You have to accept losses at some point. You can't just let your trades go to 80, 90, 75% losses every single time you lose. If you can manage to manage your losses, they can go a longer way, right? There's always a next trade if your portfolio allows it. But if you're blowing your account on one or two trades, you're gonna have a bad time. Right? So let me get down to it, right? Hey man, I just started. I haven't got the membership yet. Just trying to get a good start. Dallas, you're in the right place, man. You're in the right place. Welcome to Xtrades. And again, shoot me a friend request. Those guys that are brand new. Nice, Joker. There you go. I see you. You took circle calls, got paid. Nice. But yeah, the idea is that you start to understand the idea behind the trade, right? Because again, if you're just following trades blindly and kind of just praying and hoping for the best, that doesn't always work, guys. Eventually, it catches up to you, because you not only do you need to know what happens when you're going to win a trade, which is basically you don't win a trade until you sell, right? Just because you're up 60% doesn't mean you won't go down 40% tomorrow, right? And you lose your gains. It's a very common problem, right? You want to try to understand the idea behind the trades first, if possible. So why did this trader open this trade? Why did they cut the trade here, right? That's where, that's kind of what I'm going to go over now. So first of all, I'll go over the alert channels, right? We have 3 alert channels, and you guys can, of course, keep asking the questions. I appreciate it. Drop the questions, and I'll keep going. Yep. Nice, Joker. Okay, yeah, definitely. And I'll show you where you'll see the insight and the analysis. Right, so we have 3 alert channels for stocks, Tier Pro, Tier 2, Tier 3. For options, we have Tier Pro, Tier 2, Tier 3, and we actually have another channel called Tier Sniper, and I'll explain what those are as well, right? So I'll start with the stock side because it's very straightforward. Tier Pro, Tier 2, Tier 3. Tier Pro are our top analysts, top traders on the server. They've been vetted by the community, not only for their winning trades, but also due to their help in the within the community, answering questions, and trying to help others understand their trades, right? Not just posting alerts and just like leaving people in the dark, right? It's really about how you can help somebody not just make money but also understand the idea behind the trades, right? So that's what Tier Pro is. It's traders that have been here a long time, more than likely, and they've been just vetted by the community, voted by the community every month. Every single month, at the end of the month, we have a survey that gets posted. I'll actually share that right now, and the question is pretty straightforward. What traders have helped you either make money, provided the most insights, profits, or knowledge for you? Right. So if you go into app.xtrades.net/survey, you'll see the survey results, and you'll see you can pretty much get a good idea as to who you should be following on our Xtrades app. If you're not familiar with the Xtrades app, within the app, you can follow specific traders based on your preferences. So on the app, you can actually, this is unlike anywhere else, guys, unlike anywhere else within any Discord or trading communities. No one has this out there, guys, where I can click on a trader's profile. I could see their win rate. I could see their return per trade, how many trades they got, what kind of trades they have open right now, not just their winning closed trades and open trades. I'm sorry, not just their closed winning trades or losing trades, but also the progress of those trades, right? So JTW bought SOUN Soundhound April 15th, April 17th, $15 calls at $4. He's actually down 5%. So the beautiful thing about this app is the ability to see not only the exit and the entry, but also the progress of the trades, right? So if somebody that's a top trader, right? This is a huge cheat sheet, in my opinion, is that you could see the progress, right? So if a top trader is down 5, 10, 15, 20, 30% on a long-term trade and he has not closed that trade, I bet can you guess what I would do, right? I would follow this trade, even if it's down 5, 10, 15, 20%. I'm getting a better entry than a top trader that's here. As you can see, right? This is the beautiful thing about the app. I could see his win rate. I could see how successful he is. Within the Discord community, though, I mean, I've been here around long enough to know JTW is one of our top traders here. He actually hosts a live stream every Tuesday and Thursday. I cannot recommend it enough. Join as many live streams as you possibly can, because you will start to understand a lot better in not just the market overall, but understanding the analysis behind the trades, right? You want to have the ability to plan your trades and then trade the plan religiously. That includes an exit plan in case it is a loss. Losing is part of the game, guys. It's just part of the game. And the faster you understand that, the longer you're going to last in the market, right? So, again, he's down 5%. What I did here was I bookmarked this trade. So now I can go to the alerts section. I can go to my bookmarked trades. This is just trades for today. I'm just gonna do month. And here we go. These are trades that I've bookmarked. Right? JTW, Alex, another top trader. And again, I have traders that I follow, and I do have a whole list of traders that you can follow based on your preferences. Right? I have a whole list. I can share that. And you guys can kind of search them, right? You can search, like, for example, Alexander. He's another one of our top traders. I could search his his profile. And basically, just like any social media platform, guys, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, TikTok, whatever, you can follow any specific trader. If I press this little button right here, if you download the Xtrades mobile app for iOS or Android, you can push this little button right here and you'll get a push notification on your phone every single time they open or close a trade. or update a trade as well. So it's not just the opening trades, right? On the app, I could say, for example, right? I have a few open trades right now. I'll show you guys. Let's see. So like, let me see. Let's say APLD, right? APLD, I opened a swing on trade on this yesterday. I saw the strength. I think that this is likely going to make a move towards 19. So that's why I opened it yesterday. I didn't post a chart, but you know what? I'll post a chart right now and I'll show you guys live what that looks like. We got 5 minutes left till market open. Yeah, Alex, we have an app, bro. Yes, it's amazing. Honestly, it's getting better, guys. And the best thing about the app, honestly, guys, is that it's constantly being developed. Like constantly being developed. So every time we hear user feedback, user errors, and things like that, you know, stuff happens. So we take that into consideration, right? All that. So as you can see, my chart is kind of messy at this point because I've been trading. This has got to be my favorite name in stock market history, man. I've been trading this name since $3. I have so many shares of this all over different kinds of brokers. I'm in since like $3 on some brokers. I'm in since like $7 on some other ones. And I've just been adding to this position since then. I've been screaming bullish on data centers for a long, maybe at least, I don't know, at this point, definitely at least a year. And so APLD has been one of those names. So I have targets on here. What I'm going to do, just for the sake of time, I'm not going to go into full detail about this, but I'm just going to say right here, I'm going to add right here, APLD, fib level, fib targets attached on the chart. As long as we hold 16, I can see a move towards 19. 19 test. A test of 19, I should say. Probably sounds better that way. Right? So I'm adding a chart. I'm adding a little note here. So anybody that follows me will and gets a push notification based on my alerts, they'll see this on their phone, right? They'll see this on their phone, and it also simultaneously syncs into the specific tier of alerts that I am in, which I am in the tier 2, which are basically, I talked about tier pro. The next tier of top traders on the server are tier 2. Tier 2, we have tons of top traders here as well, guys. Right? So everything that I just posted here on the app simultaneously syncs to the alert channel on Discord. Everything that I just said there, right? APLD, fib targets attached on the chart. As long as we hold 16, I can see a move towards a test of 19, right? And here's my chart that I just posted on the app. So 2 places that you can see and follow and keep progress of anybody's trades on the app or Discord. Personally, my opinion is it's much easier to follow trades on the app versus the Discord. The Discord is because we have a lot of top traders, guys. A lot of top traders. So you'll see, as you know, the action is going to start in a minute here. So you'll see a lot of closed trades probably within the next few minutes. Anybody that swung anything short term, they're probably going to be closing some trades. And so, you know, that comes into play here. So you're going to see a lot of trades being closed within the next few minutes. So again, that's when Discord kind of gets a little bit overwhelming. Like, oh man, like I see too many trades. There's a lot of shit going on here. You know, what do I follow? Right? What do I follow? So that's why I recommend highly take the time to understand everything first before following a bunch of trades. Alex, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the SPY plan levels. I'm going to go through this live, guys. Don't worry. I'm going to mark the SPY plan levels. So if you're not an options trader, I'm sorry. The beginning is going to be a little bit dedicated to a little bit of more options trading. But if you have questions specifically with stocks, that's totally fine. Just bring them up in the chat and we'll search the tickers. I'll show you exactly what to do. If you're interested in any specific stocks, just bring them up in the chat and we'll go over them. All right, so in the Elite Xtrades chat, this is one of those channels that you should be focusing on more than any other channel. the watch list channels, the Elite Xtrades chat, and the top tickers channel are 3 channels that you should be focusing on more than the alert channels themselves. John, specifically for you, brother, this is where you're going to want to focus on to try to understand the analysis behind the trades before they even get posted on the alert channels. Before they get posted on the alert channels. Does that make sense? Here you go. Here's an example with Avgo, right? Avgo is one of the strongest names out there in the entire market right now. You know, again, this is just an example, so I'm not going to read the whole thing. But this is where you really start to understand the analysis behind the trades. You'll start to see a lot of, you know, a lot more insight that goes into the ideas, right? So we're going to mark the SPY plan, right? So I'm just going to copy paste it here for reference. And then we're going to mark the SPY plan. Every single member on the server, you guys have access to what's called the Trade Plan Navigator. I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like right now. SPY plan. I have to update my levels. I haven't traded the SPY plan, I think, since Monday. So the levels have obviously changed since then. So we're going to mark the SPY plan. Basically, what the Trade Plan Navigator does, every single member, again, every single member has access to the Trade Plan Navigator. We just need your TradingView username, guys. Just send me that. DM me those usernames, and I will make sure you get access to the Trade Plan Navigator. Oh my God, bro. Tesla at 373. I'm sick about that one. All right, so let's mark the SPY plan. Let's mark the SPY plan. Right? And what I recommend, guys, in these first few minutes of the market open, especially on a Friday, you guys want to have patience. Have patience. I know there's a lot of movement going on. You're going to see a lot of notifications on your phone. If anything that I do when the market opens, especially on a Friday, or really any day, I'm usually just closing trades if I got any kind of gap up or any kind of big movement. I just am closing trades on those days, not opening trades. I wait at least in the range of 15 to 30 minutes before I even think about opening any trades. So this is the time that I usually dedicate, obviously, sometime before 9:30. But I'll mark the SPY plan levels right now. So calls, we're going to take a 659 calls confirmed break of 658.78. Again, this is part of pre-market planning, right? 660.36 is the first price target. You're going to see stuff move in the background. That's basically what the Trade Plan Navigator does. Is 663. What this does, guys, is help you plan your trades. That's basically the gist of what this Trade Plan Navigator is. It helps you make a decision as to when you should buy and when you should sell. As straightforward as that sounds. 656 put on a confirmed break of 656.26, right? Because when you are emotionally affected by seeing your dollar amount go up or down, right? And as you start to gain experience in the market, you start to become numb to those kinds of dollar amounts. You start to become numb to the losses because it's just experience. It's just part of the game. You have to know how to lose properly. Okay, so this is a shared stop loss average down. So I'm going to check this little box right here. And the shared stop loss average down is 657.62. Right, so now we have our SPY plan marked on the chart. I'm going to save this indicator template. And there's a whole instruction guide, guys, as to how to use this Trade Plan Navigator. SPY plan, I'm going to overwrite what was here. I'm going to set alerts based on all these levels here, so I don't have to stare at the chart every single second. Though I do like to set some alerts prior to getting to those levels, so we'll do that as well. Any alert. We're going to do this on the 10-minute. All right, so every 10 minutes, I'm going to get an alert if we're above or over specific levels on these charts. And this helps me basically not have to stare at the chart. I'll see the alerts down here. I'll get it on my phone. I'll get a push notification on my phone. So all that stuff basically comes on my phone. I'm not really concerned about it. I also get a little ding on TradingView when an alert goes off. So I really don't need to focus on SPY right now. It's more about, we got an interesting move that went up. Obviously, huge day yesterday. Everything kind of gapped up. I think the market is pricing in a rate cut, even though in my opinion it was already priced in. I think it's been priced in for a while. It's just that more guaranteed now than it was before. So, yeah. So let's see. Looks like Baba like totally squeezed out shorts, man. I also trade futures, so you'll see me trade futures live as well in the process here. Let's see what we can find. All right, so let me go to specific tickers, you guys. Gardul, yeah, APLD, baby. One of my favorite stocks. John, I use the alert section of Xtrades a lot to see what traders are doing and what is open. Will there be an option for pricing so you can filter out bigger stocks like SPY and Baba? So not specifically on Discord, but on the app is where really you start to, once you start to get an idea as to who's who on the server, that's really when your experience is going to improve. Because you'll know who's trading what kind of names, right? Like Crazy A is one of our top traders on the server. Anybody that's on, so we have this leaderboard, right? The leaderboard gives you an idea just for who's a top trader on the week, right? Let's just go to let's just go for the whole year, right? For the last year, who are the top traders on the server? So this will give you a good idea as to probably who you should be following on the server, right? As far as options go, right? We also have a leaderboard for stocks, right? Let's go. I made the top 10. Let's go. Right? So this will give you a good idea as to, once you start to see who is consistently up here, right? Once you start to see who's consistently up here, you can go to anybody's profile, like I said, right? Let's just say I'm going to go to, let's say Buzzo, right? Buzzo. He's top guy. I mean, again, we have a lot of top guys. And you see this little check mark, John? This little check mark represents that they have been promoted in some way from a regular member to a potential prospect or a top trader. Basically, this would be on the tier 2 alerts more likely than not. Anybody that's a prospect is probably on tier 3 still, but it just gives you an idea. The little check mark basically is almost like a verified, person, like if it was on Twitter. These are traders that probably you should be more likely following than not, right? And doesn't mean that just because they have a check mark you want to follow them, because you might get overwhelmed. Again, you want to check their trades. So Buzzo, I'll go to his profile, right? I click on his name. I can see his trades. Now Buzzo specifically, and just so you guys know, he is a top trader here. I do follow him. However, a lot of his trades are more on the pricier side. So if you have, for example, like a 5K port, a $2,500 account, even a $1,000 account, maybe even a $10,000 account, these trades might be too expensive for your portfolio, right? He trades more options that are, deeper in the money, pretty expensive premium, right? So on this one, he lost 40%. This was a $1,300 entry. And if there's more than one contract, obviously, those multiply. Every contract is $1,300. He lost 40% here. So if you have a $1,500 account, you literally lost half your account just on this trade. So you don't want to oversize on positions. If somebody you check their trades and start to navigate, go down their profile, go down to their alerts, see what their style is, right? Like Buzzo, he's awesome trader. As you can see, he's 60% win rate, almost above a 10% win return per trade with over 2,800 trades, guys. This is a huge amount of trades, right? So you want to make sure you're focusing on that as well, right? So again, maybe if you have a smaller account, you don't want to follow Buzzo because A lot of his trades are going to be higher premium. You're not going to want to follow him, and you're not going to want to oversize on your positions because, again, losing is a part of trading, guys. Losing is a part of trading, right? Right? So that's just an example. Just because they have the verified check mark doesn't mean you have to follow them. Again, the beautiful thing about this, and this is why I recommend highly, get yourself familiar with everything we have here before you start just following a bunch of guys, right? And following a bunch of trades blindly, right? Some trades might be more towards your preferences, right? Like me, for example, I try to stay in the $2,500 to $5K port size kind of portfolio. So my trades are more so catered to like a smaller size portfolio, and I try to kind of keep it in that range. That's just my personal comfort. That's just me personally. I'm that $2,500 port. Try to turn it to 5K, withdraw, start again. $2,500 port, make it to 5K, withdraw. Pay myself, go back to 2,500. It keeps me disciplined. That's me personally. I've had a larger account size, and I try to make 25K to try to turn that to 50, and it has failed me in the past more than I can remember. And because I oversized, I made a lot of mistakes. I admit I'm not perfect. I have learned tremendous amount of information here as I have learned through Xtrades, and everyone has their routine and their own kind of preferences as you start to build your portfolio and have experience in the market. From my experience, me having a larger account, I have a degenerate tendency that, like, for example, I just stopped gambling, guys, like sports betting. I just stopped doing that this year, thankfully. But that mindset of a gambler, of a sports gambler, was a detriment to my own trading. It was a bad thing for my trading because I started to say, hey, I think I could turn this 5K to 10K tomorrow. I think I could turn this 5K to $7,500 overnight. And it just was not working. And it just was not working. My preference is build accounts, take small losses when possible, take risks. Yes, I do take some high risk trades, but I try to at least, be very open about it when it's a high risk day trade or when something is very high risk. I mention it specifically on my alerts, and you'll see that. And what the app does is it starts to hold you more accountable than what you used to be. So I highly recommend, if you do have experience in the market and you do have experience trading, you can use the Xtrades app as your own little personal journal. You can start to mark your own trades. I can go to my own profile. Here you go. I could go to my own profile. I could see what's working for me, what isn't working for me, what trades, have been working out for me, what took a fat loss, like what didn't work, why didn't it work, what is going on with this trade, right? What happened here? What happened here? You can go back to your own trades and pretty much, start to get an idea. And I'm telling you guys, when you use the app to your advantage, it really starts to hold you accountable for your positions. This is like almost public information, right? And you can actually choose. If you don't feel comfortable, you can actually, in your profile settings, you can actually choose whether you want your profile to be publicly displayed or not. If you don't want anybody to see, your trades as you go along here, you don't have to allow it. It's an option for you. So yeah, John, good job, man. There you go. Yep. Guard Duel. I join the stream almost every Friday, not just but because there's so much to learn constantly. Yeah, man, for sure. Guard Duel, thanks for the kind words, brother. Yep, that's the goal. Yeah, and the idea, like I said, the idea for Xtrades is not just to help you make money, right? At the end of the day, we all have a common goal to make money, right? That is the common goal, of course. But within that process, we're still learning, right? How many times I mentioned this analogy a few times, during every other live stream, at least I mention it. But like, think of an athlete, right? A basketball player, a football player. How many times does a basketball player have to shoot free throws every single day, right? How often do they shoot? How often do they practice? Do they practice 3 times a day, twice a day? Once, is it once a week? Probably not. If you're making it to the pro level, you're definitely not practicing once a week, right? So it's same with trading, guys. Same with trading. You have to somehow take the time to understand and to learn for yourself. Don't just follow trades blindly and expect miracles, guys. It doesn't work that way. Believe me. Most people blow their accounts that way, and that's the hard truth. I don't want to make. We try to be as transparent as possible here. Losing is a part of trading, guys. If you cannot understand that, you're gonna have a bad time in the market. I promise. I've seen many people blow their accounts and then come to me afterwards, like, man, I blew 50K, 30K, 300K, 500K. I mean, we've had traders that have lost it all, and then eventually they start to kind of build their habits again and come back to the market. But don't get me wrong, we've had people that blow their account in 3 days. Huge accounts in 3 days. They're just gone because they took extremely high risk day trades. They're down 40%. Instead of cutting that position, they end up adding to the position. All of a sudden, they're down 60%. They add more to that position. They add more, add more, add more. Now they're down 80%. Now they're like helpless. Emotionally, you're destroyed in your brain during this trade. All of a sudden, you just lost it all, and it's the worst feeling in the world. I know it. So I know I'm talking to somebody here. I know I'm talking to somebody here with that same exact experience, because we've all had it. Look at APLD, baby. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at Tesla, guys. I'm so sad about Tesla. Oh my god. Oh my god, my insight for this trade was beautiful, but I can't believe I just literally just raised my stop loss to break even, which I do often. Don't get me wrong. I do it often just because it helps protect your capital. One thing that I try to preach as much as possible is protect your capital at all costs, right? If you're up 15, 20%, just raise your stop loss to break even. There's nothing wrong with that. And you just kind of get a reset, right? Thanks for the help, Chris. Is there any thoughts about having SPY, SPX specific section on the app? That's not a bad idea. But we do have a lot of SPY, SPX traders pretty much every day. I mean, if you're trading SPX and SPY every day, my suggestion is focus on the main options chat, because this is basically the place where it's live, ongoing analysis throughout the day. Live, ongoing analysis throughout the day. Right? So you wanna kind of focus on this chat, because this is probably the place you want to focus on the most with live analysis. Intraday. I think you might be overwhelmed by the amount of SPY and SPX traders. Like if you search SPX, I'm sure you'll see a lot of action here. And I don't know if you want to necessarily mess with your mindset there, because you might see trades that are, let's see if anybody alerted SP. Let's see, SPY. I mean, there's probably so many traders that have SPY open right now. These are expired. Let me see. Open alerts, right? So we got a lot of SPY traders, right? This might mess with your bias a bit, because some people might go long, some people might go short. It depends on the type of contract. You know what I mean? Some people might be 3 days out. They want calls. And some people might be short puts, but only for today. Right? So my suggestion on the Discord specifically, exactly what Gardul said, right? There's a lot of, I mean, if you search SPY and SPX, you'll see, especially in the watch list channel, you'll see that pre-market prep pretty much every day. Right? So, sorry, Elite Xtrades chat, I meant. Right? So, again, JTW posts his SPY plan every single day. I use these levels pretty much religiously, as much as possible. I have these levels marked right now on SPY. All right? There's nothing going on yet. No direction really yet. Above 658.78, we're taking calls. Below this put entry, we're taking puts. And PT1 you have all these levels marked down for you, right? So I use this specifically every day if possible. If I'm paying attention to, if I have the time to day trade, I'm using those levels. King Sigma, he also posts a very simple bullish case and bearish case. Lose 655, we're going down. Stay above 658, we're grinding up. Very straightforward, right? So use these to your advantage, man. Right? Yo, 007 in the building. What's up, bro? 007, if you're not familiar, guys, one of our top analysts, top traders on the server. Has been around for a long time. I've been learning from him as well, over time. That's a beautiful thing about this place, guys. There's so many top traders, top analysts to learn from. It's not just the trades and the winning trades, right? I promise it. You can learn a lot here, guys. The goal is to be that only resource that you need. So you don't have to come from Twitter. You don't have to come from, Reddit and all these shitty trades that are on Reddit, and it's just funny, these trades from Reddit. But man, what a move from Tesla, bro. Ugh. Let me just check my trades here. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Here, Riot. I'm in Riot calls. GLD had a weird price action earlier. PDD is giving some gains back. Just check Riot. APLD looks amazing. I'm already up 30% on this trade that I followed from Market Survival, which I would love the analysis. Look at APLD. Yo, at 007, I saw you scalp APLD, bro. That overnight swing was beautiful.
Oh yeah. Can you hear me?
Look at this. Looks like we're gonna hit our first fib target. Let me see. I think our first fib target was 1826. So I mean, this is a potential area to take profit actually. On my swing, but I'm up 30% on this APLD 22 call for November. Pretty far out the money, so I may consider taking profit here already. We'll see. BBAI, yeah. Let me take a look at that. This is one of my favorite stocks as well. Same thing like APLD. I've taken this name from like $3 to 10 and then back to hell. I had this name on the watch list for so long, like back and forth, and really it's been consolidating. I talked about that when we first started the live stream. We pretty much if $5 can hold, it looks nice, but really I'm not that convinced until we're at least above 560, and then 620 was my next big key level, was 620. So we can make a little gap up over here. Honestly, we can. If $5 holds, this is not a bad idea to take a trade from around this area, and 480 would be my hard stop loss. But really, there's some support even below that, 460. This is the 200 SMA on the daily. Let me zoom in a little bit. Got a nasty opening candle here, actually. Looks like we went up to 540. Wow, 560 in the pre-market. What's on the watch list, 007? What's up, bro? I can't hear you, by the way, if you're talking. Is it just me? I don't know if you were talking, but I can't hear you if you were.
Testing. I guess not.
Is it just me? Can anybody else hear 007 if he's talking?
Is it just me?
Oh my God, Tesla, bro. Oh my God, bro. I'm so sad about Tesla, man. Would definitely be up 100% on this October call. Check this out. Let me search. All right, so this is another cool thing, John or anybody else that's had questions about the app. Not only can you search specific traders, but you can also search a specific stock and see who has trades open on those stocks, right? So I'm going to search Tesla, and I could see open alerts only. Not just the last 30 days. Let's just say always. Again, this is open alerts only. Look at this, man. Gray destroyed this trade. Ah, he can't close this trade. Ah, man. I feel bad. He got hacked last night. Yeah. Oh no, I guess he can. If he posted this last night, he should be able to close this. Um, but yeah, guys. So let me see. Let me look for my trade. I'm so sad about it, honestly. Now. This was a banger. But I got too many trades here. Hold up. A lot of Tesla trades. Here we go. This one. I had jury duty, man, on Wednesday. And so all I did was raise my stop to break even, and an hour later, it closed the trade on this candle right here, somewhere over here. I got stopped out, and then the next day we had this massive move. I never got back in the trade, so it just ran on me. I mean, there was no opportunity for me to. Well, there could have been. I could have been up here, but I felt like I was chasing at that point. But 355 was a huge level to break. Once it did, it just ran so nicely, and now we got this big breakout, which is what I was hoping for this trade. Um, we held 345 multiple times, so the idea was there. This would easily be up maybe 150%. Yeah, BBAI. Honestly, I kind of feel like taking a trade here, just on shares. I like this little pre-market action that happened. Bull trend. Got some support below 490. I think I might take a swing on this again. With a pretty decent stop. 460 would be my hard stop. I'm willing to take it all the way down here. After this nice move, I kind of like this spot. So I'm going to open BBAI shares. This will be a swing trade, though, guys. Don't expect me to close this today. It's been consolidating for a while. And we just kind of been waiting for a dip on this again. Starter swing. So you guys will see it real time. Starter swing, stop loss 460. You're going to see this on the Discord alert channel, just again for reference. All right. We're going to go to the here 2. Ooh, got a little laggy there. Damn, I think Renee is out today because we got a lot of tickets open. Yeah, so here you go, right? BBAI, stop loss 460, swing trade 512. So we're just reopening this. I'm going to attach a chart actually too. We got this nice little trend line going here. Nice little flag action. Oops. Why did I do that? Nice support down here. 470 also could be a nice, between like around that 480 spot would be a nice average down area if it gets down there. So I'm going to update a chart on this as well. 480 area. 460 hard stop below that. Chart attached. All right, so you guys get an idea of what this looks like on the app. Again, every single thing that gets, oops. All right, I took too long to post the update, so hold on a second. I took too long there to post the update, so hold on. I got to retype that. I'm gonna go to my open alerts. Where'd he go? All right, hold on a second. Oh, it did attach it. Okay. I don't know why I got that error. That's a bug. So now you'll see the update, right? Again, everything that gets attached on the app fully syncs to the to Discord and vice versa. I could have done it as well on the Discord. What is Zach? What does sponsor me with 10 mean anyway? What does that mean? Sponsor you. You don't need $10, bro. You probably need more than that, whatever it is. What does $10 get you these days? You lost my trust when you said you lied, bro. Nice candle here on futures. Yo, what's on your watch list, 007? What you got? What do you got? Disney. Disney looking like puts, man. I didn't want to accept it, but it looked like we're gonna have to go with against the grain here. That I wanted Disney calls before, but this is looking very weak now, and looking like maybe we're gonna take Disney puts on a swing here. Looking weak now. I wasn't expecting this price action, honestly. Sometimes this is why on Tuesday and Thursday, if you guys are not familiar, JTW hosts his spy plant, his live stream, and basically gives us trade plans to both the upside and downside trade plans, just like this. Put entries, call entries. There's no bias to either side. When I give a ticker request and he goes through some tickers, I'm usually to the long side. But if the plan goes the other way, then I am very okay with flipping my bias and going to the put side if necessary. So we're going to see if we get a confirmation break here. 116, if it doesn't hold, this looks like a good entry for potential puts, even though we kind of got a double bottom here. Right here. So this kind of held support. Oh, that's wow. I just realized that's at 115. Yeah, so we could retest this area 114.50, which kind of coincides with this PT1. Yeah, market looks pretty freaking strong. Vivroid, what do you do? Oh man, yeah, that's beast. Yeah, so I didn't talk about the sniper alerts. Is John still in the building? Yeah, he's still here. Okay. So any single member on the server, you guys can post your own trades. I already mentioned that on the app. Or you can use tier 3. Tier 3 for options, tier 3 for stock trades. Any member on the server can post their own alerts directly from this channel or in the alert section. Right? You press this little button right here on the top bottom right corner, post an alert, and you can post your own trade. We have, how to do it from here, right? This would be an options trade. It just kind of shows you how to do it. But it's the same way on Discord. BTO, buy to open. Apple at M is market price, or at 230, whatever it is. You can specify the specific price or at market price, right? So again, that's just an idea. So the tier sniper are basically traders that are on fire in one way or another. They've had a hot streak. They have either a big winning streak going, or they've traded, like let's say 5 out of the last 6 or 9 out of the last 10 trades are wins. Then they'll end up on the trader rank called XT Sniper, which means basically they're on a hot streak. And you'll see solid insight analysis from here as well. This is another place where, hey, if this guy's on fire, they've been on fire for this long, I may want to click on their profile, like Market Survival. I'll click on his I'll click on his, he added an update here. I like Market Survival. He uses the app, shows charts, and, there's a lot that goes into a lot of these plays. So, this is something that is super beneficial for you guys to try to understand the idea behind the trades. So John, just to give you an idea, right? Market Survival is probably one that you would want to follow because he does stuff like this. He mentions the chart. He gives as much analysis as possible. Solid insight. Really good trader. And we have a lot of these. He's not the only one. Theo is also great. 007 is awesome as well. You'll see a lot of names, guys. You'll see a lot of names. But again, that's the beautiful part about the app. you have the ability to do your own research, right? Do your own research, just like you would for a specific stock. You can go into the app, search their names, see everything they've posted, all kinds of ideas and things like that, where you can get an idea behind the trade, not just the trade itself. The B is that BBAI buy you put for show or actually went in? No, I'm actually trading that. Yes, I actually took shares on BBAI. Yeah. Yeah, I took a starter swing here at I think it was 510. Yeah, and now when I say starter swing, that is a starter entry, meaning I'm not going in with my fully sized entry. You all have to have your decision as to what is your maximum fully sized entry that you're willing to get into a trade with. So for some people that might be $200. For some people that might be $500. For some people that might be $10,000. It all depends on your portfolio and how you manage it. But I'll send you guys a guide just for reference. Just for reference. You need to figure that out first before you start diving into even shares. Give me a second. I'll share that screenshot. So this is for position sizing reference. I want you guys to save this. Right? Save this for reference if you don't have it already. I've sent this many times in other live streams. Basically, the sweet spot where you want to end up, as you can see what's moderate risk, major risk, severe risk, right? Anything over 10% of your entire portfolio should be considered high risk, guys. So you want to stay in the sweet spot between 1 and 5% max. And that's for your initial fully sized entry. And never go above 10% of your entire portfolio in one trade. If you can kind of manage that alone, you're already doing yourself a big service. But if you've been breaking these rules, you're probably going to have a bad time. Bro. No. I don't see it. They got delisted already? I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I have no clue. I'm not sure. Wow, DKNG got clapped, bro. Oh my god. No. What happened? Wow, I'm really sad about DKNG, man. I gotta cut these. All right, I gotta get into some trades here, man. All right, so what were we looking at? Apple.
Yes.
Oh my god, new high on day, Apple. Let me take a look, man. Oh my god. Woo. I gotta raise my stop here. John, you're in the right place, man. You're getting good at fundamentals, but you really want to get into technicals for day trading. Yeah. I have some videos I can share. I'll make sure you I'll make sure I DM you, and I'll share a few technical analysis videos. Basically, just go back to the basics, start there, and then you could work your way up. I have a couple videos that I could share that have been posted by a few of our top traders here, Hydra, Alexander. They have really good video lessons on the basics of technical analysis, and just start small. Sometimes people, it's called analysis paralysis, where you have like hundreds of indicators on the chart and like you can't even see where the actual candle is of the current price, and it's just like overload of information, and there's like too many things going on. So start with the basics, trend lines, support, resistance. If you just start with that alone and focus on finding support and resistance, that alone can just help your trading already, just technically based. And then you kind of work your way in and start to implement a little bit more things as you go along. But that's really, again, it's just same thing as you get familiar with the Discord and the app. You also, you start to learn little things that can maybe help your trading, and you start to see the idea is that your technical analysis is going to give you some sort of edge compared to not having anything. Compared to not having anything at all. Bro, are we sure we're gonna call the top? Yo, you're really good at calling tops, man. I'm really bad at that. 007, bro. Apple looks like a monster right now. Oh, hold on a second, guys. Give me one second. All right. So we're looking at 234.70 area as a potential stop loss. So I'm gonna alert this trade. This is a lotto trade, guys. 234. So it's a pretty tight stop. If anything, we might lose maybe 20, maybe it'll probably be about 30-40%. But it's a small account trade. And again, this is just a lotto at this point. B2 Apple 232.50 put for today. At M, it should be about 30. Risky day trade. Stop above 234.70. Did I mention lotto? All right. John, so the AI alerts, AI approved alerts are currently being worked on. It's being revamped a bit into this tier sniper situation. So development paused that feature for now. So that's pretty much it. But the best thing about that lifetime membership that you just got is that first of all, you're never gonna have to pay anything again, and all the developments just continue. Like honestly, we take all the feedback and put it all together to make a better product for everybody. Developers are constantly working on this, man. And like literally every day, I'm in the development server, and I see them working literally every day. It's kind of crazy how much stuff goes on in the background, man. There's a lot of little things that go on into this. So anything you guys see that may help anybody out or any feature requests, you guys can go. We do have a suggestions channel somewhere over here. Yeah, right here. You guys can feel free to post in here, and pretty much anything you can bring up. I would suggest first search or scroll up and see what's in there first before you request something. It might exist already or might have been done already. Or you can DM me and ask me if something exists already, because sometimes people put a suggestion in there that already exists and they just didn't know about it. And that goes into what I've been saying before, which is, we aim to kind of be that place where we can have a conversation about any of these features that we have. Yeah, I'm still confused about, bro. I keep losing you, 007, man. I'm sorry, bro. This shit sucks, man. My stupid laptop, bro. There we go. I think I got you back. All right, let's see if we start to see some reversal here. Apple keeps getting rejected right there. These candles are painting a picture that says, I don't want to get up here. I don't want to get up here. But so far it's holding up. This bull ribbon is getting more bullish over time here. But we're looking for, I think, a nice move towards 233.50. Can retest 233 pretty quickly if You know, bears look like they might be giving up here though, too, at the same time. Like this is a huge move. This 15-minute candle. This shows some indecision. Hoping to get below this 233.80 right here on the 15-minute would be nice. Pre-orders just opened today for the new iPhone. Oh, is that what's going on? Interesting. Oh man, John, you don't waste time, huh? That's awesome, John. Me personally, I never get the iPhone that comes out just right there. Like I wait till the little bugs and the beta and all that stuff comes out before I get the new phone. I usually am like one or even two models behind, like all the time, which I'm totally fine with. It's too rich for my blood, man. John, you got it, bro. Yeah, guys, and just to reiterate, we host this live stream. Let's go 233.80. Come on, we're hoping to break below that. Up 15% on puts here so far. But we're hoping to get this rejection, man. Damn, bro, 007, man. I'm struggling to keep hearing you.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Or maybe you just weren't talking. I wasn't sure. I always get roasted by friends for getting the new one. It's all right, man. John, your sacrifice is appreciated. Your sacrifice is appreciated. You deal with all the bugs, and you are part of the first, the batch of users to start seeing bugs and report those. So thank you for your sacrifice. I always test the newest tech part of the job. Part of the job. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh my God. I forgot about Disney, guys. I'm thinking of opening a swing here on Disney puts. Let's take a look. Disney, really ugly. Really ugly price action, man. Damn. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I took an L here on Disney calls that I had. Ugly, man. I was not expecting such bad price action. I thought that maybe we'd get some upside, but not looking good. So I'm going to cut my longs here on Disney, and we're flipping puts. We're flipping puts. Let's see. And honestly, and just to give a background, quick background, like I used to have a lot of trouble doing that, by the way. Flipping from bear to bull or bull to bear just because the price action says so. Like your mindset naturally says, I bought calls, so this has to go up. I bought puts, so it has to go down. Your mindset tells you that. And it's not one of the hardest things that I personally had to get like rid of in that mindset. Like it's kind of crazy how the psychological aspect of trading, guys, is really important to try to understand, and really only takes experience. There's only one way to do to kind of get through that is really just experience. What else do I have on watch? I got China names on watch. It looks like they're getting some downtrend today so far. I like PDD.
PDD. What about Baidu?
Baba's the leader, man, and Baba's just been.
Baidu.
Look at this candle, bro. Oh my god. I didn't realize yesterday was such a big move for Baba. Ah man, I lost you again. Hold on. Brandon Yin, I know, I know.
Baba actually looks pretty good for calls.
What does? What does?
Baba.
Baba here?
Well, not here, but I mean, obviously, if we have caught the bottom at 152 area, that would have been good. But it is showing like a reverse, so like a cup.
Yes.
It's looking like a cup on the 5 minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or even the 1 minute is like building a nice cup handle.
Yes, I see that. A nice little candle right here. Yeah, I actually let's look at that. Baba. Calls. Some nice volume on some of these. I might take a risky swing here. Next week's 150, 250 calls. Pretty in the money. Let me take a look. Oh my god, man. When you zoom out on this, it's kind of crazy how far. Like, this is a massive, bro. Look at this rounding bottom. Like, I love rounding bottoms.
Yeah, I see it.
I love me some rounding bottoms, baby. Like, huge. This is a massive one, too, on Baba. Look at the monthly. Look at the monthly, bro. Oh my god. Rounding bottom. Like, this has so much room to go higher. I just think that shorts are like potentially going to get squeezed here, man. Shorts are pretty exhausted here. I'm actually going to take a risky swing here, guys. On Baba with this little dump right here. It's a little heavier size, but I like the in the money Baba 150 250 call. Just one contract. I'm gonna swing this over the weekend. With the stop pretty much below this 150 where we broke out pretty hard 150 120 here. I'm willing to lose like 30% on this trade. So it's a pretty risky trade, but I'm going to swing it over the weekend. Just taking a starter position here. BTO Baba, 150, 250 call, 919 at M. Risky starter swing, weekend swing. So it's pretty expensive. If you have a 1K account, 2,500 account, be careful. 1K account, I definitely would not. It's too big of a size. You could potentially lose 50% over the weekend and then get wrecked. So if you have $1,000 account, please don't take that trade. Shit, I lost you. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna have to get in on the burner phone. I think that's what it is. Okay, I hear you again, I think.
What's your fill on Apple? It just dropped before.
Oh shit, dude. Just forgot.
It was up 25% for a second.
What was my fill? 32?
32.
30. Sorry, 30. On the 232.50 puts. Yeah, were you talking about
I played it both. I played the 235 and the 232.
Oh, yeah, that's why. No, I didn't play the 235. I didn't play the 235. But I like this. Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say that. Spy looks like it's testing high on day though here. It's kind of concerning. So kind of cautiously, this might be an opportunity for bulls to get in right at this candle here. So kind of cautiously bearish still, but John, we have a lot of indicators. So so first of all, actually, now that you're a lifetime member, you have access to what's called the Xtrades Algo Pro, which is this indicator right here. Let me take some of this stuff out. Xtrades Algo Pro kind of gives you this like really easy channel. Automatically pulls up the fib levels. Pretty good indicator. You have access to it now that you're a lifetime member. Let me know just DM me. DM me your TradingView username and I'll give you access to it. There's a PDF guide and a video guide where you could just add this to your TradingView and just kind of mess around with it. It's very customizable. You can mess with it. It comes with your lifetime membership. So you can take advantage of that and just see if you like it. You don't have to use it, but it's available to you. And then in addition to that, I mean, we do have some indicators as well. I didn't talk about this much yet, but in the Xtrades item store, we have some indicators available to you as well for sale. You guys can purchase some of the stuff is free as well, but like 007, he has his own swing trading system, super helpful. And I always say one of the biggest benefits of having some indicators from our traders here specifically is the fact that you'll get like one-on-one support from them, like live. Like most indicators that you buy on TradingView or that you use on TradingView, you're never really going to get any support from those people in case you have any issues, in case things come up. Like one of the best things is if you purchase, you go with 007 swing trading system or like JTW's NTS system, you have that one-on-one support here. So it's massive difference. Yeah, sounds good. John, not your email, but your username is what I need. Your TradingView username. Just go to like your profile, top left corner. And you should see it. Like this is my username. Right, top left corner. Unless you're on mobile. On mobile, it's a little different. I got you, John. Okay. I'll add it in a few. No worries. So yeah, there's a lot of indicators out there. Again, what I don't want you guys to do is like have that analysis paralysis, like where you're adding like, dozens of indicators in one thing, and then it's like totally overwhelming. You start seeing buy signals, sell signals, and all these signals on your chart, and you don't even know what to do. Analysis paralysis.
Yep. Damn, Chris, you have a lot already.
Bro, this is so annoying losing your audio 007, bro. Shit is killing me. John, no worries. Personally, I would just get familiar with TradingView over time. You can only use 2, that's fine. Did Apple start pumping again? Apple got is these are indecision candles right here. Looks like we got a pump up over here. Let me zoom into the 1 minute. This is looking like a bull flag, bro, forming on the 1 minute here. I don't like the look of this 007. I'm scared.
Me too.
This thing is setting up to rip. Look at SPY, bro. New high on day. We're actually gonna. Yeah, damn man, I didn't take it. Yeah, this is down 16% right now. We're in Apple puts. Brandon, we're in Apple puts, but it's not looking good right now. This looks like we might have to stop out here soon.
But we have EU close, so the EU close.
I mean, it's not like we were in it from down here. We just got in it somewhere up here. That's why we're not down like 90%. Yeah. We didn't get it out of the open. We got it somewhere over here, but you know, this candle is providing some headway for calls. Like I said, man, when I saw this little flag forming, this looked like a good opportunity for calls. With SPY ripping here, it's really hard to fight the trend. If SPY is going much higher here, we're likely gonna end up having to close these puts here.
Oh shit, maybe you should hedge Chris.
You entered Tesla puts at 388. Oof. Tough, man. Yeah, fighting the trend is very difficult. I'm hoping, I'm almost hoping for basically what at this point with Apple puts, we're hoping for this call entry to get rejected, 658.78. If we get up there, I mean, this is looking like good volume too. Like SPY looks pretty damn bullish to me. If we get above the 658.78, it's time for longs on futures here. You know what? I'm gonna take to support my cause here. I'm gonna take shorts on futures, bro, with a very tight stop.
Order filled.
The 658.78 would be stop loss. Apple's looking good, man. Shit. Get some calls as hedge. I'm actually in. I'm still in my Apple calls for next week, bro. These shits are up. Let me double check. Oh no, I sold them already. My stop hit. My stop hit on my Apple calls.
Oh no.
Yeah, I sold my 230 calls for 919 at 515. And right now they're at 570. Oh my god. 400 calls for Tesla? I mean, VIX looks totally dead. VIX looks like totally dead. Like nothing going on with VIX, which is bullish for the market. Kind of slower price action, but there's nothing wrong with that. I think a slow grind higher is actually a pretty good thing. Damn, man, this shit is killing me, bro. With this audio, man. Let me do something with my audio, guys. Give me a second. Come on, Apple. Reject here. All right. Sound.
You can do it, Apple. That's what's driving the market.
That was a nice rejection candle there. Probably got paid on shorts there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm still in shorts, but damn, 007, bro. I still can't hear you, man. This shit sucks. I'm troubleshooting
Order
this at the
filled.
same time. Order filled. Let's go. Dump it. Dump it. Apple's showing strength here. Not good for our puts. Okay, I heard my computer did say order filled. All right, guys. You're gonna see my stream get out. I'm gonna get out and get back in. So bear with me. We're only gonna be on for like another 10, 15. No, maybe like 15 minutes. All right, so bear with me.